Hello, in this video we're going to use then Photoshop to manipulate with the image, like right here photo, and we're going to create something like bubble head or doll head, whatever you want to call the image. And again, this is our original image, and this is what will happen afterwards. We'll play with different multiple tools, see how we can combine and multiply, how we can create this image. So let's go ahead and start working on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin by selecting our photos. And one thing I will recommend, so we have it head separated, we don't have it kind of hands attached to the head. It will be a little bit harder to do. You can do in the future, but for now, just let's begin with some very simple look. Yeah, also look where we can have it like bigger eyes. For example, this is nice, but eyes a little bit closed. I definitely won't select this because we have this arm. We can work, but it will take a little bit more time to work on this. And probably I'm just looking between this may work, this one can work. Yeah, you know what, let's go ahead. Even I don't like a little bit arms position here, but it could be better look what we can do with position of body and relatively to head. So we go ahead, let's open this image. Okay, so in a bridge, and right here in a bridge we won't do that much changes. I just want to remove chromatic abbreviation, restore a little bit sharpness, and we have it a little bit overblowing on the whites, on the highlights. So neutralize some of those highlights, just a bit of the shadows. Because not that much to do, and we'll go ahead open this inside the Photoshop now. Okay, so inside the Photoshop, a couple things. Let's just overall see what we want to do at this point. We're going to create a new layer right here. It's my drawing throwaway layer, but I want just to see ideas what we're going to do. Okay, we want to have a big head, a little bit longer neck, and teeny tiny body, kind of like almost look doll look with some faces. So we'll need it repositioning before work on the skin, because we're going to change. Actually, I want to have my geometry set properly, and after we'll be retouching, otherwise we'll need to retouch twice. So for this, let's duplicate this layer, and we'll just go select area of the head, and we'll just go with the neck, like right here. Copy paste. So this is just our head. If you look right there. Okay, let's go select back our layer, and I want to actually select around the body. We'll select a little bit more on the neck. So we'll copy paste this one. The reason I want to do this, so we can readjust, because I actually want a little bit more straight, like right there, and we can actually shrink a little bit down. Okay, let's go ahead, create new layer here, and fill with actually, oops, black color or color of the font we have before, and we can put our head up. Right there. So repositioning, and we also can scale like maybe around here. Okay. So we already have a bigger head, small this. We need to rework a little bit on the, we can see how we want to do. Do we want a long neck? I think about right here neck. Don't worry about blending these elements. That's what we're going to do. I just want right now size head to the body. Of course, we can go ahead and increase more on this. So let's just make a little bit even more interesting. Okay, the next part is kind of a little bit more fun, because we're going to filter Liquify. And with this filter actually work quite a bit fun, because we can take size of our eyes. I want links, so I want to merge them, and I can make them quite a bit big. Let's go adjust height. So pop up here. It's why I say I want open eyes wide. So it's when eyes is open wide, it's much easier to do this. Okay, we'll do this, and we don't need kit, but tilt, shift, about right here. Play with the nose position. I want to actually take a little bit smaller nose. I found it's kind of funnier when the eyes big and mouth, nose a little bit. We can do creepy or sad. It's up to you. Let's leave it around here. Upper lip. Okay, like right there. Bring a little bit lip in. Smaller mouth. We can actually, this is, I want to reduce smaller size. So because if we reduce size of the nose and mouth, the eyes will naturally look a little bit bigger. So do we want, yeah, let's increase forehead. Let's give it a little bit more childlike look. Reduce chin. Again, we make smaller. Take a jaw size and make it in smaller. And just overall kind of skew. When we're done with this, we can play more. Let's click OK. Remember, you can modify a little bit more if you need it. But I think at this point work very good. So let's go ahead, and next we go to edit, and we want to use a puppet warp. So notice what's happening. It's create for us mesh, and we can set specifically points if we click, which is won't change. And I'm just setting around these elements. What I want to do, let's click closer. I want create on the neck, and we'll start bringing neck down. But the problem is, notice when I move, my chin is moved, so I definitely want to lock those positions. But you can see I'll kind of start adding and blending them a little bit more, so we don't need to work on the chin. Okay, we can take and bring this one even up for the coloring. Okay, let's bring this slightly in, actually point from here. Need to be a little bit careful because we can see stretching too much if we won't be very careful. Yeah, we'll just bring these points like around here. Again, these points you can also readjust position of the head if you want it bigger or smaller. Kind of maybe, you know, like right there. When you're done, press enter and let's fix it. Okay, so let's go look right here. We can see stretching happening. I'm not necessarily happy what's going on, so for this one we can also select just this area. For example, I can go just like right here, select this area, edit, puppet warp. It just will be only to the area I selected. And again, we can set a little bit more smooth points. Okay, right here. Lock some of them, and you can see that I can just bring a little bit better. Maybe positioning smoother, so we have it nicer curve going around here. Again, this is up to you. When you're done, click, and don't worry too much about some other elements. We'll fix it. Problem is, notice we did have apply, and I forgot to add actually feathering. So if we on selection add feathering, they will be blend much nicer. Okay, I think it's actually, yeah, a little bit angle right here. I don't like it. So let's go ahead, edit, puppet warp, and I just undo what I did before, because again, I don't necessarily like this point. Okay, let's go lock here, lock here. Okay. Oops, click on wrong things. We'll just add points. Yeah, I cannot do points there. I can bring just slightly right here. Okay. Yeah, just move it. I think we can go with the step and brush and work just a little bit on this adjustment. Okay, I notice the corner right here is not necessarily work as well. So let's go select and just shrink. Like around here, I think we'll go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, next we'll go create a mask on our head, and let's go just name it. So we have the head, body. Okay, on the head we'll go select brush, and I want this select soft round. Small, we have a new mask selected, and our will be have it opacity 10%, flow 100. We could reduce flow a little bit less, like to 50, but I think this will work fine. Control C, maybe a little bit too much. Let's go set flow about 50. So we have it a little bit more accurate going in. And all what I'm doing, I'm just try to kind of blend in this corner. We can do 20%, so we can go faster a little bit. And just start merging our neck. Don't worry if you have a little bit more disturbance on the coloring. This is what we're going to fix next. Mostly what we need to do, right here, start blending this edge. Okay, let's go also rework a little bit on blending. And it's going dark. Actually, if it was lighter, it will be much easier. But in a black, we kind of, okay, right here, need to assume we can just slightly blend it a little bit better. Neck, and here's our neck blending. I think it's come up more natural. So here we have it, blending neck. So let's go ahead. Next, we're going to actually press Control Shift Alt E, Command Option Alt E to take all layers and combine them together. This is now shape is done. So I want to start work now on the skin and other elements. I did not retouch some stuff because I probably will, those retouching will be gone if we do it. So retouch, touch up. Okay, let's go right here. For example, I want to use it my healing brush tool. I'll just select and fix it. Small elements. Okay, let's go right here. I say just small changes. Overall, I think it's worked just fine. Okay, right there. Small touch. Let's look on the hands. I think it's looking fine. Right there, maybe just remove. Normally, I don't remove too much details. This is just that may draw our attention. Okay, so this is one. We did it. Let's go next. We want a little bit smooth skin before Dutch and burn apply. So we'll same Control Shift Alt E, Command Alt Option E, create new. So we'll go smooth. This will give it a little bit more cartoonish kind of look. For this one, filter, noise, dust, and scratches. And sometimes you need look as a painting effect. If we go too far, we can start losing details. So what I want to do, keep about right here when we lose some skin imperfection, but we still have this outline details. Click OK. Hold down Alt and click on a mask, so it will inverse for us mask created. Then we take a brush, 10%. We want white color. Come closer and we'll start brushing in. What is actually happened, it is removing some of those details we have. And something about this, it is blurring. It is controlled blurring where you want to apply it. I don't want to apply on a beard, but I want to apply on some open skins, and you can see how it will smooth it, create more painting effect in this case. Okay, so same on the neck. Go smooth a little bit here. And of course, definitely we need it on hands. So I'm just going okay. I will leave it here, there. Usually just smooth, maybe smooth a little bit more around there. Okay, I see some lines we have. So let's go on retouching. Okay. Okay, so I think it's kind of look skin soften. Okay, good. Let's go next. Actually, what I want to do is to make painting hair kind of, and I want to add on eyes pop up a little bit more. So let's go on top. We'll go create curve, and we'll set this curve to overlay mode. So next, I'm just looking for the eyes. I'm ignoring skin, anything else. Yeah, I think the eyes will just go bring her like this. There you go. So when we're done, Control Command I on a mask, so it's inverted. Let's take our brush and we'll come closer to the eyes with very soft opacity 10. We'll start brush in. Okay. And this should pop up our eyes quite a bit. We could change also color, but mostly this iris will have a beautiful picture. So if we zoom out, before and after, so it just brings a little bit more dull kind of look for our eyes. There you go. If you want with same layer, you can just touch up a couple areas with like highlights on the hair was. This will add just some small highlights. And of course, if it was girl, we could do a little bit on the lips to do this as well. But for the boy, we'll just do on the hair highlights. And don't need too much. This is just add depth, kind of more interesting texturing. Okay, let's look before and after. Okay, so let's go ahead, Control Shift Alt E, Command Alt Option E, create new layer. Let's go call this hair. That's what we're going to do. And for this one, we'll go just to Filter, Stylize Oil Painting. Okay, and Oil Painting, we'll go look on a hair, and I want stylization 10. And let's go cleanness. Yeah, let's just reduce about 5. I want to leave it, keep it texture. Scale 1, bristle details. Let's reduce that one down. We don't really need too much. And let's click OK. So you can see we have a nice painting effect on some elements. We don't want all. Again, hold down Alt or Option and click on a mask. So we created new black mask. It's hiding. And with setting, again, 10% flow opacity and white brush, we can brush in elements with the hair. You can see how it starts cleaning. It does remove some of this noise in the hair, and I think just give it more painting effect. Again, I'm using mouse. It's why maybe you can hear this noise. If you're using Vicom, you can do this way with pressure sensitive. Otherwise, you can just use it mouse with a low opacity and just kind of blend in right there. Okay, and if we look on a hair before and after, just leave it cleaning. Same with the face, it's up to you. I have it just a little bit maybe clean up, applied, so it will look somewhat more painting. Right here you can see how they increase, so something a little bit less natural. There you go. And we'll just go on the edges. That will help blend together. Again, before and after. Okay, let's zoom out. Yeah, I think it's a little bit look more painting. The eyes is look red. We could fix this redness of the eyes. Actually, before, let me just add a little bit more painting to this area. We have some hair on the arms, and I think overall this will just give it good effect. Okay, so to fix, we actually want to do black and white. And then black and white with a redness, because remember it was a red. We'll just add color, hold down Control I, inverse our mask, and go closer to the eyes. 10% opacity. Again, we'll just slightly painting inside whites. So this way it will remove some of the redness, but just in a white. So it's just neutral. Don't do too much, don't overdo this, but just you can see if we're going, there you go. We just make this eyes a little bit less red. Okay, now I think we can work with dodge and burn. So we create new layer. Let's call it DB, dodge and burn, and we'll go to fill layers with 50% gray. Okay, and switch to the soft light. Okay, on a soft light, we'll have it black and white colors, 10%, again, soft brush. And we can come in, and I'm using mouse, so I'm again adding to the shadows. I'm start carefully walk first where the shadows is. You can use a bracket key on your keyboard and X key to switch between dark and bright. So right here, I'm just emphasizing on some of those elements. Switch to the black. Okay, X, switch to the white. Just add a little bit more on the eyes. White here. Back to black. And it kind of just switching between black and white just to try matching colors. So right here, okay, let's go on top. We have the forehead. Let's add a little bit lights this area and shadowing inside. Okay, we'll go again. We can increase his chin bones, pop up with a again shadowing and highlights that will bring them a little bit out, create more dull, and maybe just a little bit darken ears right here. Pop up again wider. You can play around, see which one will work very good. Okay, remember on the neck, so right here we're going to add some shadowing. There you go. And definitely on the hands, so I want to add more shapes to the fingers. Okay, as well, let's darken these hands, they're too bright. White strips. Let's bring it a little bit knuckles up. Okay, same. We'll just bring. There you go. Okay, let's go ahead. Before and after, you can see dodge and burn does create character. Like for example, this cheekbones, we can bring them all up. Okay, next let's do a couple more things. We'll press Ctrl Shift Alt E, Command Option Alt E to bring all layers together. This is a little bit more to bring texture in. We'll go to Image, Adjustment, Black and White. And I'm going to bring red a little bit up, yellow a little bit up. Click OK. Next we'll go to Image Adjustment, Shadow Highlights. And whoa, look how much shadows here is going, but it's okay. So we go radius 10 and 10 on both of them. If you see just like right there, click Show More Options so you have the full view. Let's go bring amount 100% on this one. And we'll just bring around here and convert to this soft light. Okay, also you can see it's look on the texture right here, how much it will bring texture to this. So it's up to you how much you want to bring in. I think I'll bring just a little bit around this area. Okay. What eyebrows? I think right here I forgot to add just a little bit his eyebrows painting in. Yeah, so a little bit. Okay, so you'll notice we have it. Next, let's go create another dodge and burn, but this one it will be shadowing. Kind of going. So again, fill up with 50% gray. We'll go to soft light and we'll just select the brush 10%. Dark will increase in size and we'll just bring here X, a little bit white. Actually right here let's go darker. So we'll just kind of darken some of those elements, keep it more attention on the face itself. Okay, I think overall shape and coloring kind of okay. We can bring eyes with color. So let's go do this. We'll go to Selective Colors. Now let's go to the colors, color balance. And on a mid-tone selections, we'll just bring kind of bluish. And I'm just looking on the eyes. I don't look on other things. I'm just looking how's the eyes looking. I think that will be look good. Let's switch to hard light, soft light. We can have it screen maybe too bright. Hard mix. Okay, vivid light. Yeah, I'm just looking on all of them. So let's go with the color so we don't affect anything else. Control I inverse. We can, let's go select our brush, zoom in. Okay, 10% on white, and I'm just painting eyes because I think the skin tone is warm. So if we make eyes more bluish, they definitely will stand up now and kind of presenting itself. Okay, so let's go next. We'll go to Selective Colors and we'll start with our black. And right here you can see we need to be careful what we're doing, but we can bring just slightly up. We have it kind of right there, coloring going, so we need to blend that one. This is adjustment if you want to do play a little bit more with colors. I think like right there. Let's go to neutral, actually, neutral colors. A little bit warmer. Again, this is up to you what color you like it, what you like to play with. This is overall color toning. Again, we have it some blending we can do with our adjustments, but I think overall it's kind of blend okay. Let's do one more thing. So actually, let's go to black and white. And I want to just bring a little bit more of the depth a little bit here. So we'll just go adjustments. And this is pure black and white layer. We'll just play with opacity if you need it to kind of reduce some saturation. A little, maybe too much, just like right there maybe. Okay, let's go ahead, create curve, and we'll switch this curve to coloring so we don't affect any luminosity. So what happened before. And with this we can actually adjust a little bit more colors again. Okay, red. And this is a little bit too strong, so I'm going ahead and take this down, maybe around here. Okay, let's go create new layer, fill up with 50% gray. I'll go to filter, noise, add noise. A reason why I'm adding noise, because we did create some deformation, and the skin deformation will have this stretching showing. So by applying noise with a soft light, we will have it a little bit cheat, because right here you can see the noise applying to this, but we can hide to some extent. So just add a little bit of this natural noise to hide some of the deformation. Of course, we have it right there. You can see start poking up. So you know what, let's go hide all of these layers. Okay, let's go create new just a curve. This is be our test one. So I'll just bring up so I can see the mask going around. You know what, let's go create Control-Alt-Shift-E for this one, and on new layer we go to Filter, Noise, Dust and Scratches. If we can pop up all the way very high, yeah, we still have it around. So let's go with the blur. What I'm looking at is blending the edge. There you go. So like this, blending this edge, and we can actually take and masking out slightly. So let's go ahead, select again new mask. We'll go to select color range, just select right here, bring about this area, click OK, and as we select it, we'll go click on select mask. Okay, Command Control I to inverse. Okay, actually, see, there you go. Yeah, we need it as was before. And only thing with this, what we need with this mask, is take our brush, set 100% black, and we can just brush a little bit around here. I don't want too much. It will be just creating, just bring these things out. Okay, so when we're done, you can see it is adding some glow, so we can remove some of this masking, and we can do soft. Let's go ahead, 0%, and I'm just going remove right closer because I just want masking, but I want this edge softer. Okay, so we'll go right there, just a little bit. Okay, there you go. So at this point, if we're going to re-enable everything, we want to have this obvious line going in, but still have it very clean. Of course, we could done properly masking from beginning, and then we won't have this problem, but I think it's just also a good way to showing. You know what, I'm not sure if black and white, you know, maybe too much on black and white. Let me even take a little bit more down here. And so there we have it, our image. Okay, let me quick noise, color, black and white, selective color. Okay, I think this is all layers that we have it. So here you have it with our image. Let's combine all of them before and after. Edit, and here we have it before and after. So it's definitely a little bit different from original photo, a little bit more bubble head or cartoonish look. We do smooth skin. We can do a little bit more smoothing if you want porcelain look. Just remove coloring at all, just make black and white to this a little bit more. Lift color maybe around just on the skin. It's worked very well on a girl, females, on the males, not necessarily will work as well, but we could do after remove same just black and white on the skin, remove some noise, similar what we did with the smoothing techniques. Just apply a little bit more on that, and then we can have it more portion look. But you will need it probably go on eyes and clean up eyes a little bit more in this case. Okay, so also, you know what, one last thing is, because we increase all of that stuff, we can create a new image. Let's bring inside, and we'll do filter, sharpening, unsharp mask. So this way, just bring even more cartoonish almost look. 1 pixel. Let's click again on, and you can see we have it. Just add a little bit more sharpening to this, I think. Okay. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you find it's useful to you, please subscribe on YouTube, and you can always support on the Patreon. Again, thank you for your help and enjoying creating your art.